It reads straight out of a whodunit novel. Suspected dirty cops, a publicity-hungry PI, attractive female investigators, and the takedown of a respected narcotics unit. By now, you've heard the allegations against CCCNET Commander Norm Wielsch and Concord Private Detective Chris Butler. What you haven't heard is how it all unfolded from the inside. NBC Bay Area's Jessica Aguirre joins us now with an exclusive look.
Marla, if it had a title, this story would read Confessions of a Confidential Informant. Tonight, an exclusive look at the emails that set an investigation in motion and the mild-mannered magazine reporter who suddenly found himself as a central character in one of the biggest corruption scandals to rock the East Bay.
It's been an extraordinarily stressful adrenaline ride. I literally stayed up night after night going through hundreds, if not thousands, of Facebook profiles to try and connect these dots. You know, we can certainly have the story up online.
Peter Crooks normally spends his days connecting with celebrities and hammering out witty write-ups about the East Bay's trendiest eateries. A senior editor for Diablo magazine, Crooks' beat is upbeat, or at least it was, until Concord private investigator Chris Butler and his posse of PI moms came calling.
Here's East Bay moms who are doing undercover surveillance work for an East Bay company that's about to be a national reality show. Great story for Diablo magazine.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, they look like your average moms, but they're also
gun-packing, hard-hitting private investigators.
Butler and his angels had made a reputation for themselves stinging supposedly straying hubbies.
Maybe that'll bait him into talking about our client. It's pretty simple.
Flaunting their secretive skills on the Dr. Phil Show, the Today Show, and in People magazine. The payoff? PI Moms, an upcoming reality show on Lifetime. In September, Crooks set up a surveillance ride-along in the Mommy PI minivan, never realizing he was the one about to be taken for a ride.
The minivan got right behind the luxury car.
The ride-along, amazingly similar to this one that unfolded on the Today Show, starring the betrayed client, philandering boyfriend, salty mistress, and a team of investigators that included Orinda mom, Charmaine Peters. Crooks' 11-hour pursuit included a romantic wine country lunch, a passionate kiss, and a climactic closing with the client. The perfect story.
So I had written 95% of my feature story about the ride-along. I just needed a bit more information about when the show was going to air.
And then this January came the first in a series of emails that would catapult Crooks into a salacious corruption probe.
This email popped in from R. Rutherford explaining that the ride-along that I went on was completely scripted, a publicity stunt.
Rutherford, an anonymous tipster, warning the seasoned writer that he'd been scammed. Crooks started furiously looking for links between the players, and he found them. Where else but Facebook?
This is the decoy that I spent 11 hours following in the ride-along. This is the decoy that was used in the Today Show.
A hoax that soon turned hairy, with a second, more cryptic email from Rutherford, telling the reporter that Butler was stealing and selling drugs and explosives with the help of the commander of CCCNET, the Contra Costa Narcotics Task Force.
My gut told me that everything I had been told by this source had been real.
To back up his claims, Rutherford sent Crooks photos of stolen pot Butler wanted moved and issued a plea. Help me. Crooks called in the cavalry, a trusted law enforcement officer that would help transform the tipster into a confidential informant.
This was terrifying information.
A suburban Serpico working on the inside. Affidavits obtained by NBC Bay Area detail the work of an informant that secretly taped Butler and CCCNET Commander Norm Wielsch dealing drugs for months. Then came the final one-liner from Rutherford.
It happened today.
Butler and Wielsch busted on February 16th in Benicia by the Department of Justice. After a month-long undercover operation that Diablo magazine writer Peter Crooks helped pen with his actions, if not his words.
I was the only one that was able to sort of say, here's what really happened.
Now, Wielsch and Butler are both out on bail facing 28 felony charges. Another cop, Stephen Tanabe, he's facing allegations that he set up dirty DUI stings at Butler's behest. As for Rutherford and Crooks, well, they continue to communicate, and the reporter continues to protect Rutherford's identity. Now, the scintillating cover story from our partners at Diablo unfolds like a film noir. The magazine hits homes and stands on Tuesday, but you can read it online right after this newscast. Marla?
Thank you very much, Jessica.